Welcome to How to Connect with Angels. I'm your host, Sherry Lee Myers, recording from crazy, beautiful New Orleans. Because we at Sheridan Film Company believe angels are everywhere, we bring you dialogue with angel communicators from all over the world, sharing their profound insights and tools for connecting with angels. And so we deeply hope the following talk will inspire you to connect to your angels. Niobe Weaver is an emotional healer, soul path activator, and spiritual midwife. She works with women struggling with life changes, spiritual awakening, and the effects of toxic relationships. Her use of sacred sound and light language breaks the cycle of limiting beliefs, empowering her clients with a full body knowing of who they truly are and that anything is possible.
I'm so delighted to be here and to be connected with you is it just makes my heart giggle with delight and smile and that's also what my work is about, is to help bring you to that place that your heart can giggle and smile again. And soul path activating healing is about finding your voice to heal. How do we go about doing that? Well, my work is about helping you reconnect, helping you remember who you are, helping you come back into this divine love, that it's like there is divine love living inside me. It's a vibration that is available all the time. Reconnect to your self-respect, come back into the depth of your knowingness. I know this, and you can walk it. I know this, I choose it. I know this because you're having an in-body experience.
You're feeling your light.
Yeah.
You're feeling your power. And now I know specifically you have found a way to bring voice into this. Now your journey with that is fascinating. How in the universe, how did this be birthed inside of you?
This was birthed inside of me? Oh, I was always a singer, had fun singing. Early 20s, I was in a traveling rock band for a while, but that was not the same as what happened after a near-death experience 30 years ago. That changed me completely from the inside out, that led things together on my path to come into a spiritual awakening with a beloved partner who is now in spirit. We were together 4 years, and then he left due to cancer. But in the meantime, what he did was he was a part of helping awake my voice and tones and the light language through Tantra and an energy session we both experienced together.
Wow. So there was an actual physical, spiritual breakthrough.
Yes.
And experience where all of a sudden your whole, tell me about it.
The whole world tilted, absolutely tilted to one side. And he had incredible vision and clairvoyance and sight. He was seeing angels, he could see energy. And for me, I was seeing, but I was hearing it with my massage clients. I started realizing, hey, my voice wants to tone the last 15 minutes of every massage. And this light language was with him, but then, so it was like wanting to come out with my client. And so I finally did this with a client. On the table, I said, do you mind if I try something? She said, no, go right ahead. And I let the tones come, I let the language come, and everything changed from there.
So now your work is focused on this extraordinary opening that you want to offer us.
Yes.
With our voices.
Yes.
And you have a number of, there's a series of steps that you take with people when you work with people. And I would really like to dive into those steps because it will help us to understand Of course. The soul
Absolutely.
reflection reading is the first piece of this introduction, is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Sherry. The soul reflection reading is literally what it is a reflection of your soul. Back when I was in the development of all of this was coming through, I said to God, I said, what's this about? Why do you want me to do this? And they said, reflect the divinity within. So it took time for me to understand this. So then the soul reading started to happen. And in this soul reflection reading I'm able to hear not just the tone that you are, but I hear the melody that you are. We all have and carry our own divine melody.
Wow.
Of our soul that is sounding and singing out on the consistent basis. Within that melody, as I start to sing what I'm hearing of you, I start to get pictures. I get pictures and messages about who you are, how you are interacting in your world, how you are making a difference just by being here. And by seeing that and reflecting that to you, is letting you know, to give you a feeling about the fact that it's so very important that you are here. And there's nobody else like you that's doing it just the way you are. You matter.
Boy, wow, do I love that. Do I love that message? Which is why it's so important for this time, the work that you're doing, for all of us to be rock solid, knowing we are loved.
Yes.
And that we
And
matter.
yes.
And so the challenge reading.
We love and we matter.
And we matter. And out of that comes the challenge reading?
Yes. The challenge reading is about our shadow side. Challenge reading comes in about, and it's a thing of, oh, Niobe, I don't want to know. I might be some sort of horrible, dark, evil thing. No, you're not.
Bad person.
This isn't about saying you're some horrible person. And it's like, no, this is the soul challenge. What is the challenges in your life to where you are self-deprecating, to where you are tearing yourself down, to where maybe you are being negative in your life, and that you can shift that around, that you can turn that around. So it's about how you're being mostly about negative about yourself.
Absolutely.
How you're being negative about yourself, and then also, and maybe how you're being hard on others.
Doesn't that go hand in hand?
Yeah.
And to claim responsibility without shame.
Oh, yes. Shame needs to be eradicated.
Thank you.
Because
Thank you.
having people shame us, and then we shame ourselves.
Oh yeah.
And all that does is it just pushes us down, push it down. And then you get this feeling less than. I mean, I know that there's women out there that feel like they're less than a freaking worm on the ground.
Yeah.
I mean, it is, and shame needs to be eradicated. Shame culture needs to go away.
Thank you. That's a great statement. That's a great statement. So you're challenging people and asking them in this next step to reflect on these challenges. How does that reflection work?
Your soul challenge, when we work with that, then you start to see, it's like, oh, wait a minute, I do that. Mm-hmm. Why do I do that? First, it's looking at it, it's accepting it. Then it is, why do I do that? And then it's like, I don't need to do that. That's my mother. That's my aunt. That's my father coming through. I don't need to be that way anymore. That is my insecurity showing up. I don't need to do that anymore. That's just me getting in my own way. Okay. And I can shift that.
I can shift that because I am in control of what goes on in here.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Not be victims of our own victimhood.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't need to channel that through to others. I don't need to channel it through to others. I don't need to take it out on others.
Oh, yeah.
I can catch myself before because that was done to me doesn't necessarily mean I need to continue doing it to others.
So you're going to help us to release these negative thoughts?
Yes.
How do we do that?
How do we do that is we come into a sound, I call it a sound prescription,
Ooh.
which is sound prescription is basically, okay, let's say wanting to work on letting go of being sharp with others, or letting go. Here's an example. I worked with a client. The relationship with her mother was incredibly toxic. It was affecting her physically. It was affecting her body, mind, and spirit, her life. She just couldn't do it anymore. It was a time that she had to pass it off and say, someone else needs to deal with mom, because it was deeply unhealthy for her. But there was this obligation that continued and wanted to come up, right? I have to do this. So with the sound prescription, with the intention, when intention plus sound equals change or healing. That was from my teacher, Jonathan Goldman. And what we did with that sound prescription was for her to listen. And when I do these, I go in and they're recorded. It's my voice, tones, your intention, light language, and then a crystal bowl will be added in, that or two that will be around to be in to balance your chakras, or specifically your body. And then we record, this is recorded, and then I always get guidance from your guides or your angels of how long you're to listen to this. Maybe you're to listen to it every night for 4 days. Maybe you're to listen to it for a week. I have a woman who's a professional that is a speaker that I created one for her in April. So she wanted to be able to have more speaking and be able to expand her business. She's still listening to it and loving it.
Niobe, when you work with groups,
When I work with groups, I call us into a sacred space. Sacred space is created. We bring in angels, our angels and guides are brought in, spirit is brought into this center in this wonderful bubble that we create. And then I come into speaking, letting you know a little bit about what we're going to experience. And then I do some light language spirit singing with a crystal bowl. And then I start doing spot readings, so small soul reflection readings, soul path readings for people in my audience. And what that does is people are there that know each other, right? And they are amazed about the fact it's like, yep, that's who she is. But yet that woman didn't know to that extent of who she is, and that's how much she's loved. So they're called the melodies of the heart, because that's what you are. And so I'm booking those now. I'm in Southern California. And so just contact me.
Be a beautiful birthday gift.
Oh yes.
I love the fullness of your healing, what you're speaking about, bringing it into the body, bringing it into the voice. And I interrupted you earlier, but we were going to talk about the Monday.
Oh, Move It. Okay, we've got some Move It Monday.
Yes.
Move It Monday on Facebook. This is me bringing you into Monday in moving. I'll get a song that I'm supposed to play, and then there we are. It's playing in the background, and I encourage you, come on, let's get up, get off your seat, off your desk, go outside, let's move, come on, let's dance. And that's what we do on Move It Monday, is we dance our way into the week, because too many times we are coming into Monday and we are so down. We are such a Debbie Downer. We don't even want to be there.
It's so true. It's so true. It's so true. And to be able to recircuit and to start the week in celebration.
Exactly.
And to be in tune, and again back to connecting with your divine and connecting with your angels and making your intention with your voice as well. Because now the intention and the voice and the other kind of public offering that you have
is, well, I have Sonic Prayer Circle, which is, I'm doing that as a monthly event on Facebook. It's taken a break. It's getting some recalibrated. But then there's also Find Your Voice to Heal, which is very much like Move It Monday. This is a new offering. I'm going to be getting this started. And it's about what this is it's you and me. And I'm going to intuitively come in. And it's like, okay, we're going to work in the throat chakra. We're going to work in the solar plexus. We're going to sound into these chakras of your body, but we're going to also sound into your body. We're going to sound into your body. Do you need to sound into your hands and the bottom of your feet? And then move, it's like sound and some movement's going to be happening. And also something's coming through right now is maybe you need to use your voice and sound into your environment.
Oh, baby.
Okay.
Oh,
and
baby.
Cleanse and clear your environment
And
with your voice. And claim your environment. Yes.
I love this.
So.
Now, how does this will start up, and then just make sure that before, in case people have to hop off early, how are they going to find you? How are they going to find you to start working?
They're going to find me. There's Niobe Weaver on Facebook.
Okay.
And then I'm starting my YouTube channel, which is going to be Niobe Weaver too. Also, it's Niobe Weaver. So it's set up, it's getting branded, and I guess got to start filming some more. That's all.
You will. What you have to offer is so essential to the health of the planet.
Oh, thank you, Sherry. That's and the other thing is when we talk about an in-body experience, is to come into that place of accepting who you are and your calling. It's taken a long time for me to come to this fullness, raising children, being, losing that partner to cancer, raising children, getting into one last final challenging relationship to have to heal from, start over from. And we come into full acceptance of who we are. So I'm very human, and it's taken me time, but here we are. The thing is we don't know if we've got tomorrow.
No.
We don't know if we've got tonight. And it is a thing about just enjoying and being grateful for everything within us and around us. And I tell you, and it's tough. It's tough when you don't feel good. It's tough when you're hurting, when you're physically hurting. It's tough when your tummy's upset. But that is when it's a time to allow yourself to just let go and allow yourself to be in body and let your angels take care of you.
Thank you for reminding us about that. What did we miss? What did we miss? Did we miss anything that you're doing where we want to make sure that people tap in? It's
my
all
goodness.
going to be on niobeweaver.com, but I want them to go to the Facebook. I want people tune in on Monday. Move It Mondays.
Move It Mondays.
Move It Mondays. And there's something that you're doing which has to do with the full moon.
Oh yes, I'm with Blossoming Soul Sisters on the full moon with Karen Palmer and Summer Joy Raymer, and it is on Spirituality Gone Wild. Okay. So you just got to look for it. Our time is never the same. We do this when we can get together, but we always do this. We do the best we can. Do it on the full moon.
That's close enough. That's close enough.
Yeah, we do it on the full moon, and it is an offering of message and healing the way it comes through all three of us. And it's just this weaving of light and love. That's what we do.
Great. Oh, wow. Why is it that everything is now in your life focused on this?
Why now? Because, well, one, it fills me up completely with it fills me up with joy. It is exhilarating and so much joy with what I do, and humbling at the same time of when I do this work with people. And I'm alive because, and that's, you're doing your work, what you're here for, when you are feeling absolutely alive. And I've totally surrendered. I've stopped being a brat.
Did you just say, I stopped being a brat?
I stopped being a brat. Yes, I did. And thinking, it's been up in my head. And what, what are people going to think? What do they think? What it should be like? Blah, 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 blah. How's it going to be? And all this. And stop being in my head. And it's enough, it's like when you run your head into the wall enough times, are you going to finally say, I surrender, I quit. And that was it, because it is a matter of, we are to live this life with joy. We are to have passion and joy and live a life of our desires and fullness. That's really what it's about. There's no room for hate. There's no room for shame.
No.
And then when we're doing that, it rubs off on others. It touches others. It is this domino effect. It's kind of like touch one, touch one, touch one. It's like out of Avatar. I mean, it just, when we are being that fullness and happy, my goodness, then we make a difference in other people's lives. Even if it means that we're just shining in the grocery store line.
Is there any way that you want to go out?
Any way that I want to go out? Just beloved, know the light that you are is the same light that shines down upon you, that spins the earth, that makes the water flow, that makes the mountains high and the clouds swim and dance around as feathers in the sky. Know that your angels are there closest to you on a daily basis. But whenever you're hurting the most or down the most, they are there. They're the ones that are holding you, as are your guides. You are beloved. You are beloved to all that is, all that ever will be, here and now. Know this, beloved. Yeah. Thank you. Amen.
Thanks so much for listening. To hear more interviews, prayers, and meditations, go to theglitchmovie.com, subscribe to our podcast, and subscribe. You will also receive a free Angels Are Everywhere decal when you scroll down the page and subscribe to our weekly newsletter. You are cordially invited to join our tribe on Facebook at How to Connect with Angels to receive daily inspiration and connection with our angel communicators. Our lanyap to you is our free 1-minute angel prayers created by these same amazing angel communicators from all over the world. It takes less than a minute to shift your entire day. Please go to myangelprayer.com for more information. Thank you. Thank you in advance for believing in our work, for leaving a nice review on iTunes, and thank you for telling your friends. Tell them angels are everywhere waiting to help. All you have to do is ask. Thank you.